Yes, thank you. Welcome back to another talk of the Trinity podcast. And today we've obviously got an absolutely massive game. It's Leicester City, the Foxes, at home in the second leg of the semi final of the Carabao Cup. I think many people expected us to be in a position where we were behind at this point, especially with the form that we had going into the game at the King Power. But Freddie G and the lads managed to earn us a point. It was obviously a bit disappointing, the Iheanacho equaliser, but these things happen in football. And since then, we've been looking quite good, been looking good recently. The win over Watford has obviously helped buoyed the lads, and we brought in Samatta along with Pepe Reina, who's been an inspirational signing. I think we could agree, even just from the last couple of games, that Brighton draw and the Watford victory. Tonight, we've got to be thinking, it's probably, is it the biggest game of our recent history? It's not the most important. Obviously, Watford, very important, and a couple of other games that we've had, but it's a great chance to get back to Wembley, to get some silverware against Man City or Man United, which won't be easy, but we are Aston Villa. And hopefully we dig in, we press high with this new formation, this newfound confidence, hopefully another new signing or two, and we can bring home some silverware back to Villa Park. Now, tonight for me, I would just go with the strongest lineup possible. And we'll disagree, we'll differ, but that's what football's about. It's about opinions. So, without further ado, I would go with Reina in goal. Talk of putting Nyland in, it's the thing to do in cup games, but Reina's been colossal. He's given us that confidence. We want to get to this final. He's got that experience. Put him back in goal, keep him in goal. Back three of Concert, Mings and House. And I think, people saying that House is at fault for the goal against Brighton. He gave the ball away near the halfway line. Mulpies ran forward then. You've got to put a tackle in, not just him, but the rest of the team. Freddie G, unfortunately, has watched the ball a little bit too much. Didn't notice his man get around the outside of him. We obviously didn't get close enough to Deeney for that goal. But I think those three are very strong players. Chester would be the only person who I'd think to put in because of his experience playing in the Premier League. It's what we're calling out for, but Dean Smith likes that right-footed right-sider, left-footed left-sider, and then Mings obviously towering in the middle. Now, the four in front of them, and you can include wing-backs into this with Freddie G and Target, but the centre midfielders, for me, Drinkwater, obviously, is cup tied. I didn't realise that when I tweeted out my team at the time. I put Marvellous Nakamba. He's a destroyer. He'll break up play. Got that nice left foot on him as well to add balance to a two. And I put Douglas Luiz in. Douglas Luiz gets the club. Look at that celebration when he scored against Watford. That wasn't because he was celebrating his own personal glory. He even said afterwards that he wanted to connect with the fans, jump into the crowd and celebrate with them. He is a quality midfielder. It's not hard to see that. He's young, he's going to make mistakes, but that assist against Brighton, the run and finish against Watford, it was well timed, goes to show that he will be a star in the future. It's not just that, it's the way that he's played in other games as well. Not the end of this season, maybe the end of next season, wouldn't be surprised to see Man City saying, here you go, we're going to buy him back now. We're going to give you however much money. And Douglas Luiz going in and replacing Fernandinho. He will be playing in the top leagues. The three in front of them, for me, El Ghazi over Trezeguet. El Ghazi seems to turn it on when he needs to. And in these games where they're big occasions, look at the final against Derby. The run from his own half where he took on a couple of players. And then the fact that he scored the goal and got the assist also. he's got a goal in him as a player there. It's just consistency. Same as Trezeguet, but El Ghazi, for me, pips him. In the middle, Samatta, give him a chance. Get him to run out for 70 minutes. We know he can head a ball, that goal at Anfield. We know he can get onto the ball, that he's got pace, that he's got belief in his ability. Put him up front, test him against Sion-Chu and Evans. Let's hope that he can bag a debut goal. And then Super Jack's got to be on that left inside forward role, just doing what he does, getting away from Pereira, allowing Target to have that battle there, just drifting, creating chances, and then substitutes of Chester, Nyland, Harahan, Davis, Indiana, Vasilev, Taylor and Trezeguet. No Lansbury, you ask. I'd put Indiana Vasilev on the bench instead of him. Samatta's going to have about 70 minutes in him, 60 minutes, maybe longer, but then we've got to have someone to come on. Indy is someone who will come on and chase players down. Davis, obviously more experienced, it'd be more likely that he came on. What happens if we need two strikers? What happens if we need Indiana and Davis with Grealish behind them, or Samatta up front as well? If we've got to go all out attack, if we're chasing the game, why not gamble? Bring the young kid on. He'll get a goal at some point, and that will do his confidence great, and he'll lift the crowd with his energy. For me, I see a 2-1 Villa win today. Just got a feeling, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Douglas Luiz get on that score sheet. Hopefully for him it's that winner. And then we go through and we take on the winner of the Manchester derby in the final. Now, if we go through to penalties, you've got to be asking who's going to take those. You'd imagine that Grealish would take one. This is if these players are still on the pitch. Harahan, I'd imagine, would be brought on to have one. El Ghazi, Samatta if he's still on. Douglas Luiz, maybe Matty Target, absolutely bang one. Let's see. But there we go, Villa fans. Those are my predictions. Hopefully we'll see some new signings as well coming in soon. Up the Villa. Enjoy the night. Here's to hoping that we get to Wembley.